What do you make?
My wife makes about $55,000. I make about $410,000 now.
Why do you still have car debt?
Well, so here's my thing. The first year that I was in business, I bought equipment, I bought things to help my business, paid for it cash, and the rest of it, I was just redneck rich. We went out to fancy dinners. We went everywhere. We bought everything.
$400,000 worth?
Pretty cool. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to Amigos React. I am Brendan. This is Nick. This is a reaction channel where we basically just pull up YouTube and whatever looks interesting that day, we're going to react to.
Yup.
And if we really like something, we'll react to it the next week and maybe the next week, and then we'll probably change it up.
Yeah, we try to do kind of continuous stuff, but sometimes we just do spur-of-the-moment stuff.
Sometimes we're like, that look cool.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool video. Let's quick on that one.
So today we're going to watch a little Dave Ramsey. I've been watching a lot of financial stuff because I'm terrified of being poor and dying poor and,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, everybody should thrive to not be poor.
Yeah. Unless you like it for some reason, which I don't think anyone does because it just gives you that pit in your stomach and you're like, oh, how am I going to eat?
Yeah, you know?
It sucks.
Yeah, wondering how you're going to get your next meal is not fun.
It's not fun. No.
Not at all.
You're like, I have $20 and I don't get paid for like a week. Oh my God.
Like, I have $5 for the day. How am I going to eat?
Yeah.
I have to scrounge everything.
And Ramsey says you should get out of debt, stay out of debt, and then build like wealth like no one else so you can live like no one else. Something like that. And if you ask how he's doing, he always says, better than I deserve.
Better than I deserve.
Well, not really, because you work towards what you have, so you kind of deserve whatever you have because you worked for it.
Is he a Southern man? Is that why he talks like that?
No.
He's like, hello, I'm from
He's a good
Texas.
God-fearing man, I know that much. All right, guys, hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell. We'll get right into this video. And by right in, I mean our intros are always at least a minute to 3 minutes to 5 minutes.
To 17.
Because I think we just like to hear ourselves talk.
That's why we started the channel.
Yeah, we're like, you guys want to watch videos, but mostly just hear us talk about the video and only watch about 2 seconds of the video. And you're like, can you shut up and move on to the video now? And we're like, yeah, we will in a minute. Like once we get there, we'll get right on it.
Yeah, but like, what's the video
But
though?
I promise this time. All right, so the video's title is, I make $400,000 and have been living redneck rich. And we thought that sounded pretty cool.
You might be redneck.
You might be rich if you're a comedian that talks about rednecks. Better than I deserve, coming in 3.
Chris is with us. Chris is in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm good, Dave. How about yourself?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, I call you with, I feel like it's a good problem to have. Me and my wife, we've been married 3 months now or so. We have a 2-year-old daughter.
Did he just say 30 months? That's such a weird way to say how long you've been married.
Did he say 30 months? I thought he said 30 years. But
I feel like he said 30 months. Let's like go back a little.
Yeah.
3 months now or so. We have a 2-year-old daughter.
I think he said 3 months.
3 months?
Maybe. That makes way more sense than 30 months.
But 30 would be hilarious.
Yeah, why would you say 30 months?
Like
that's like when people when your
about their
kid,
toddlers.
Oh my God, when your kid is past
1?
12 months old,
he's 1.
When he's 1, he's 1. I don't know why that started.
Just parents like think that people give a crap about all the details of their little child. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm going to start telling people that. Like,
he's 25 and a half months.
When people
like,
start asking how long I've been married, I'll be like, 60 months.
60 months. 60 months, 8 days, and 2 minutes.
It's like a long car loan. That's how long I've been married.
Into business about going on about 1 calendar year ago, and I mean I'm making more money than I would ever thought possible.
Good for you.
My question for you is, I have, I've only got really 3 debts. I have a car, $65,000 in a car for her. I have a vehicle myself, $33,000 what I owe in it. And we have a house, $405,000 owed on the house. The only catch on the house is being self-employed. The house is a 5/1 ARM mortgage at current rate is 4.25%. We bought it about, actually right when we got married. We got married and moved into our house. So we're 3 months into the house.
He did say 30 months.
He did say 30 months?
30 months.
My question
what do you make?
My wife makes about $55,000. I make about $410,000 now.
Why do you still have car debt?
Well, so here's my thing. The first year that I was in business, I bought equipment, I bought things to help my business, paid for it cash, And the rest of it, I was just redneck rich. We went out to fancy dinners. We went everywhere. We bought everything.
$400,000 worth?
Yeah. Well, not. I mean, I have about 60,000 in savings. I got.
You're saying 400,000 was your profit on the business last year that you paid taxes on?
No. Well, yes. 400,000 was my income. I pay. All I have overhead now is fuel, and that's taxes. I'm a single employee. I don't have an employees or anything.
Okay. All right.
So
how much money? Do you have any money?
Yeah, I've got about 60,000, give or take, in the bank sitting there.
Yeah, pay off her car today.
Okay.
And then go pay off the other one. Pay off the $33,000 car today, and then go pay her hers off next month.
Okay. My question.
Yeah, literally. Why do you even need to call? Like, you know exactly what to do. You know exactly what he's going to tell you.
Well, yeah, I think he's getting to the question because I don't think that is his question. Because that's not, like, I feel like anybody can really be like, okay, yeah, I have the money. Why would I not just pay it off?
Yeah.
He should have already done that, but
I want to know what his, like,
yeah.
he's like, but I'm thinking of doing this.
Yeah, but I want to buy a yacht or something. Like, I feel like something like that's coming up right now.
He needs a loan or something.
Yeah.
Actually was, being self-employed, I make very good money now, I feel. Do I throw everything that I have at the mortgage, being a 5-1, or do I kind of pay it normal or pay it a little hard and put money in the bank, and then towards the end of the 5-1, pay it off real hard, and that way, if there is any sort of a recession, not huge. I mean,
how projectable, stable do you think this income stream is?
If I make 400 now and we get a recession, I think I may be able to. It may drop down to 220-ish, about half. But I mean, that's still great money. I feel.
That's not terrible.
But I'm in the concrete business.
Still really good. And then
really
his wife's
good.
also making 55.
50. I mean, hers is probably steady too if she's making 55.
It's probably
so
just a
she's
regular
gonna
job.
probably stay at that.
But what you would want to do, I think, is because if you do go into recession, you'd rather have everything paid off. Mm-hmm. You'd rather have zero car debt and like half your house paid off at least.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to like wait and then.
Jeez. For this guy, I'd probably pay off the cars first and then worry about the mortgage.
Yeah, 100%, because cars are like a bad debt.
Yeah, and that's always going to be there until you make them go away.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Dude, you know how like great it would be to pay your house off?
Dude, if I made $400,000 in a year, I would buy a house, like straight up.
Well,
I mean, like I would buy a fixer-upper and fix it up, sell it, and keep going.
I wouldn't advise that. In Phoenix?
It depends where the location is.
If you were going to make $400,000 like multiple years in a row, I would say like you could just get, because you have no other debt, you could get a mortgage and then just pay it like real fast. Like pay it off in 2 years.
What if I rented it out?
I would say pay it off first, then rent it out, then do it again with another house.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would buy kind of a cheaper house, renovate it, and then rent it out.
You could. It's just renovating is such a pain in the ass for all the money.
That is true.
And if you're going to pay people to do it and not do it yourself, which would be the case if you're making that much money, why are you going to waste your time painting walls in your stupid house?
That's true.
Or doing whatever.
That is true.
Like you just buy one that's a little more expensive, pay it off within 2 years, then you can charge a higher rent on it.
Or you buy a yacht.
Oh yeah. Get more debt.
And then, dude, you know how much
look
money,
richer than you are.
I feel like if you market yourself on a yacht like the proper way, you totally can make so much money.
Oh, yeah.
Because people are just going to think you're rich and they're going to think you're so successful. The more successful you look, the more people are going to be like, I want that guy.
Well, the thing you can do is you get a yacht, right? You get a Ferrari, you get a big house,
Spinning rims.
tons of debt at first, tons of debt.
Yeah.
Then you set up an online coaching business, teaching people how to make $80,000 a month.
Buku bucks, man.
You sell your video for $200 a pop. At least 100,000 people gonna buy that video.
Oh yeah.
What's 100,000 times 200?
100,000 times 200 is
like 20 million.
Just add 2 zeros.
I think it's 20 million.
20 million. Yeah.
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 And then boom. And then you got even more yachts and you make even more videos. And by the time people catch on, like you have no idea what the hell you're talking about, you got about 60 million.
60
you
million.
can sail off into the sunset, change your name, whatever.
On your yacht that you bought.
Yeah, and you finally can pay that off
Yeah.
because you tricked the
You
people.
like sell your yacht because you can't afford it and then make $60 million.
Yeah.
Buy it back.
Oh, my yacht back. Dude, this is the type of dude that would have a yacht, but he like has it parked in a river
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
instead of the ocean.
Dude, I would never have a yacht. If I was ever going to buy a boat, I would never do a yacht. It's so ridiculous. I would want a boat that I can go fishing and do
I would
fun
get a
stuff
yacht.
on.
Well, you can fish on a yacht but a yacht is like
Yeah,
anything
not
over a certain height. You mean like a super yacht?
I'm talking about the boats that you buy just to party on.
Yeah.
Like
but
it's not a fun boat.
a yacht is like anything over a certain length. And I think it's like 100 feet or something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was rooms in it or something like that.
No, because there's yachts that are like $500,000, and then there's yachts that are like $100 million.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
but yeah, so
And then there's yachts that are $100,000, dude.
could be,
Yeah.
could be
Don't,
used
don't buy those ones.
on OfferUp maybe.
On wish.com.
Well, let's see, what is a yacht? Let's check that out real quick.
You got to go on incognito mode, bro.
Well, on this profile, I have it set up so it doesn't save history or anything. But I also do use incognito sometimes when I'm like researching business ideas. What is a yacht?
That way.
That way.
Yakata.
Yacht is a sailing or power vessel used for pleasure, cruising, or racing. There's no standard definition, though the term generally applies to vessels with cabin intended for overnight use.
I thought it had something to do with the cabins.
Could be.
Do I throw everything that I have at the mortgage being a 5-1, or do I kind of pay it normal or pay it a little hard and put money in the bank?
I like how he talks. Paid normal, paid a little hard.
I mean, like, I get what he's saying.
Like, it makes sense.
The lingo's cool,
but
though.
it's funny.
Yeah, the lingo is kind of funny.
Like, should I pay it normal, like my payment? Or should I
a little hard,
make like hard payment?
like a chub?
Like,
you
here's
know?
my payment.
You know when you're not
Oh,
like
yeah.
fully hard, but
Like,
you're
you
like
fluff it
getting
up a
there.
little?
Yeah, you're just like chubbed up, and you're like, I don't have a boner, but you're just like,
You know someone's going to see you naked, so you fluff it.
yeah, you got to get the blood flowing.
And you're like,
know?
that's what it looks like all the time.
It's a little hard, you know.
A little hard. Or should I go like ready to fuck,
Or
like payments on the house?
Should I go like punching through walls, ready to fucking
Like,
rock
I
and roll?
took 10 blue chews, pay that shit off in a
Dude.
month.
If you took 10 blue chews, you probably die.
You'd probably pass out.
Yeah, well, all the blood would leave your brain.
It would like cause a lot of vasodilation. You'd probably have a headache and be nauseous.
Dude, I guarantee you, like, your sinuses would close up.
Oh my God, they would
You
close
know?
so hard.
You would probably pass out. You could die.
You're like, hello?
You definitely could die because
What's
you
up
would
with
be
you?
suffocating your brain.
I took a few blue chews.
Well, vasodilation opens blood vessels, so you'd be giving it extra oxygen.
Then why does it, like, it
It
does something
swells
with
up
your
your
sinuses?
nostrils. I don't know why it does that.
Your sinuses, like, get
Yeah, it's
fucked,
weird.
man. It's not even just your nostrils because your sinuses go up here.
Yeah,
and,
you
like,
could feel it.
Dude,
It's like a tension headache.
I've tried it and my eyeballs felt like they were gonna pop out of my skull.
I tried it too. You know what doesn't? It won't give you sinus headache if you do it the right way.
Which is
Put it up your butt.
ooh, a little butt
It
pop.
might not give you the sinuses because
Finger
it's not
popping
actually
itches.
working and you're just getting hard because you put a finger in your butt.
Oh, maybe a little prostate. Mm-hmm. A little prostate foreplay, huh?
That's so funny. We're talking about this with like Dave Ramsey, who's like super Christian.
He's like, these guys are talking about butthole stuff again.
Why you got talking about butthole stuff on there? I thought you
Well,
not to be talking about that butthole stuff on
Butthole stuff's better than I deserve.
I'm in the concrete business, so I mean, as long as there's still some sort of construction, we
Concrete
still
business?
are going to be doing work.
Okay. Wow. And again, I'm going to verify because I want to make sure I've got your business acumen straight. You're saying this 400 is taxable income that you
Yes,
paid
yeah.
taxes on.
Yeah, I make about $1,800 a day.
It's not your gross.
I-
it's not your
I make
gross.
about
$1,800 a day is your gross revenue.
Yeah, gross.
You have
and
business
then,
expenses out of that. What is your net
Yeah.
profit?
I literally only pay fuel. Fuel and taxes is what I pay per day, and then the rest is profit for me.
Okay.
So probably like 300.
All right. Wow, that's wonderful. Okay, so because whatever the equipment is involved, you've already paid for it, and so that's no longer.
I paid cash for that. That was
You've
that
got
was some
you've got
of the
some
first
repairs
year.
here or there
too.
or whatever on that.
Yeah, the equipment.
Everything. Well, I mean, even gas. You can write off gas now.
Yeah, you can write off everything.
So, like, that's what my dad does with our company. You got to write off anything you freaking can, man.
Yeah, but you guys got in the wrong business. You should have gotten in freaking concrete.
I don't know. How does he make that much money with concrete? That's so crazy to me that
have no
he's
idea.
the only employee.
Yeah, is he?
He
That's
said he's
weird.
the only, he doesn't have any employees. So he must do,
How could you do $1,800 worth of work per day?
he doesn't even hire a accountant, even from like a different company, to do his taxes for him.
Well, I'm sure he probably does.
I
At the
sure
end of
hope
the
he
year,
does, because that's it's a freaking nightmare to do that.
I'm sure they
shit.
look up all the
I
write-offs
couldn't,
and stuff.
I would never be able to do that by
Hey, man,
myself.
they got TurboTax for a reason there, Nick.
He's like, I'm going to HR.
I got 10% off TurboTax, man.
Nothing major.
Little
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
all right.
first year was paying. The first year, I mean, the equipment's about $150,000.
Okay, here's what I want you to do. All right, you've explained this beautifully, and Ken, I think he's analyzed it well in that he feels like he just reached up and got the gold ring. You know, I mean, and it's almost surprising to you that you're making this kind of money. I hear that in your voice.
Oh gosh, I'm shocked.
Yeah, and you feel blessed, and that's a good position to be emotionally. Now, what I want that to lead you to do is, instead of letting that lead you to be sloppy, I want you to feel the weight of the responsibility of that kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
And which is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum of redneck rich.
You have to humble yourself.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
I think what he's saying is, like, when you get that much money, you need to be very careful on like what you do with it, so that you can be wealthy for the rest of your life and not just be like, I'm going to Arby's 300 times and then
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, Arby's, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
You know.
But you can't be going to,
Texas Roadhouse,
yeah, Red Lobster every freaking night.
pay off all your debt because you don't know 100% if you're going to make 400 grand next year,
Yeah.
even if you make 220, but then what if the next year you make 150
Yeah.
and you think you're going to make 400 every single year and you start spending like that.
And even if you have to, like the way I would do it is probably write out a chart and divide my money into like, okay, I need to pay this, I need to pay that, I need to pay this. This is what I have for fun money now.
Yeah, it would be
know?
so easy for him because what's 400,000 a year is probably about 80 grand a month, 70 grand a month.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh.
he could
dude, I
pay,
wish.
yeah.
I freaking
So
wish.
he could pay those cars off in 2 months. He already has 60 in the bank or whatever, so he could pay one off now, one next month, just like Dave said. And then this house, he could literally tackle it in 2 years because you don't need much to live on.
Yeah.
You need like 5 grand a month. He could easily just use 5 grand a month, which is like pretty good for anyone.
Yeah.
If you're not like doing crazy stuff, going on vacation, whatever. 5 grand a month's great.
Yeah, and
After
it's
all
also
your
like
taxes.
if you're going to be doing vacation or whatever, like you can also, save up a little bit for those vacations.
But it's like screw
over
vacation for
time.
2 years.
Yeah.
Just pay the house off.
Yeah, I
and
would-
then you can
yeah.
do whatever you want for the rest of your life.
100%.
If you don't have a mortgage and you have zero debt,
Yeah.
you can use like so much of your money for savings to invest, and then by the time you're old, you're gonna be rich as fuck.
Dude, if he has
If he just puts like 20% away for the next 20 years. All right, guys, thank you for watching. What do you think of this Redneck Rich? What would you do if you had 2 cars with a debt of $90,000 and a house worth $400,000 in debt, and you made $400,000 a year? How would you do it? Do you agree with our advice, or were we rambling? I don't even know if we gave correct advice.
or Rambling Ramsey
Or do you think we're idiots
or
and you should just like leverage that debt to make even more money
yeah.
somehow?
I would love to hear like somebody that really knows about money's
Yeah.
opinion.
If you're a financial advisor, leave it in the comments. If you're a spam bot trying to get people to sign up for Bitcoin bullshit, if you're one of those like, yeah, send me 10 grand and I'll send you $1 million because I know how to invest in Bitcoin, don't leave a comment. And if you guys see those comments, write on them that this is spam so that in case an idiot comes across it,
Yeah,
they don't fall for
report
it.
that stuff, man. That shit's it's crazy.
It's bullshit. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoy the channel. If this video was not your forte, but somehow you're at the end of it, go watch another one of our other ones, and maybe you'll like one of those. And yeah, hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell. One of our first 50,000 subscribers will win $500. See you in the next one.
Adios, amigos.
Dude, you gotta watch this video.